5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How's life and such, guys?
It's good and such. So it is good and such.
Hey,
Wow,
Matt,
it is.
Messa, it's a very interesting day, don't you think, Messa?
No, it's boring. Anyway. So, guys, how's your... No, I'm kidding.
But, guys, we need to sing a song.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Birthday.
Why, thank you. Yes, it is.
So I heard it was your birthday. Da, 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 da.
Yes.
This isn't an actual song.
Yes.
But my birthday's not till next month. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Today.
If it was your birthday, I'd never let you know.
Wow.
If
Oh my
it
God.
was your birthday, I'd never let you go. Keep you on my arm, girl.
Epic sigh.
And throw you off a hill. Oh no. And throw you on the floor.
Oh,
Oh my God. And I would beat you with a pan. Stab you in the hand.
Okay,
And then you would feel lots and lots of pain.
We're forgetting one Christmas song.
The show must go on, LJ.
Christmas
No
song.
edit.
Why are we bringing Christmas songs into this?
We forgot one birthday song.
Yes.
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make the trip around the sun, and the whole town gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound, and we let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday!
Well, first,
Happy birthday! Happy
Life still
birthday!
isn't over.
Hey, Messa, I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my his bum.
okay, well, thank you guys for the rousing musical accompaniment. I really appreciate
You didn't get your gift.
I got plenty of
You
gifts,
shut
Var.
up and get your gifts, yo.
I got plenty of gifts. You know what you can do? You
Just gift of friendship. But, Meso, your gifts, we spent a lot of money on them. You need to get your gifts.
all the gifts.
Your gifts.
The only gift I need
Yeah,
for us to put on a satisfactory podcast episode.
Alright, then let's do that. Let's see if Messa remembers the episode number.
Oh yeah, I'm interested in saying this, so I gotta roll the dice. So without further ado, I'm messing it.
Nah, veteran.
I'm LJ.
I'm Bumpy.
I'm Venom.
And I'm Tenebrae Invictus.
And this is TTV episode 39, birthday edition. Anyway. No, don't worry, that's not the official name. I'm sure we'll come up with some hilarious.
Interruption. Interruption. Birthday.
Wow. Wow. What better birthday gift a guy could ask for than to go read some BZP news? I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of exciting stuff here.
You the best.
Or you mean have someone else read the news, right?
Yes, but you know, someone else reads it aloud, but I still read it. I'm not so lazy. I like say I can't click this page. Someone navigate to bzp.com and read this out for me so I can listen. No, I'm not like that.
It would be an honor to do it for the birthday boy.
Okay,
So in today's news.
okay, but yeah, you're good to go. Just start from like last Friday.
Oh, last Friday? I thought Monday. Alright. Let's try that. Okay. So start Saturday or Friday? Saturday, of course. In the news this week we have Set Review 6229XT4. Lego unveils 1229 Winter Village Cottage. Lego Superheroes Video Contest. Ask Paleo Questions. New Lego LOTR Game Trailer. Enter Expanded Multiverse Contest number 7 Shard Moon. New collectible minifig sets. Futuristic view of Japan made Lego bricks. And new Lego store opening in Hungary. And that is the news and commentary.
Hurrah.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah.
And since it's the birthday edition, we must break into song, right?
No,
No.
you already did that.
Birthday.
So I'm so angry. They're opening up Lego stores and everywhere else besides my area.
Obviously, it's not marketable in your area.
Probably because only 3 people live there.
Yeah, exactly. And many people don't have all the money in the world
That is
to
not
pay
it.
for it.
That's about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Be angry.
it is a little irritating that they're like focusing on. Well, I guess that's a false thing to say because it's different than having a state have no Lego store and then like a whole country have no Lego store. But I was just gonna say like there are like no Lego stores in quite a lot of United States, like Idaho and Mississippi and other places. But
Yeah.
that's nice for Hungary, I guess you could say at the end of the day.
Oh.
Congratulations,
That's
Hungary.
Hungary.
Your country finally got a steward.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you're not hungry for Lego.
I felt so empty walking into a Lego store without any Bionicle sets. So empty.
But Var, you're
I felt full.
Very, very empty.
I felt full of organs.
Almost like someone took a knife and stabbed out my organ. Like my heart.
All
We
Like
all
my
feel
heart.
that way.
My heart!
Var, cool out on the violence. We'll get to that later. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just gonna really quickly ask you guys, what do you think of XT4 as a set?
I think he's very original, personally, and he looks okay. Not the greatest looking set, but he's not the worst.
I think that if they want to make a parts pack, they should have made a parts pack and not this thing.
Well, that's just mean.
You're right. That was the
Well,
That's
point.
like saying if they'd like to make a human limbs pack, they should have even given you a name. They should have just named you human limbs pack, because that's all you're good for. I'm very morbid this episode. Like, really? Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, but Var failed to mention I don't.
First, losing all your guts.
Yeah. Then you're turning me into a limbs pack with other people. I guess you could say I'll give people a hand.
I
Oh
get
my
used
God.
to ribs. Xylophone.
But yeah.
Your results, like your
That
ribs,
kind
that'll
of
be
reminds
used
me
as
of
xylophone.
a meltdown.
Yeah. Everyone like says he's reminded of Meltdown, and I can see why, because obviously the head one-eyed yellow Cyclops. That's a little obvious.
One of the hands.
But yeah, I have a few problems with this set, though. I kind of have to echo Var's sentiment and its originality. My problem is that in some of these pictures it's hard to tell, but in some it is. It all depends on posing. His 2 blade arms, instead of being on the top, one's at the top and then one's in the middle. And then the saw blade's actually on the top, and it's bad asymmetricality. And I hate how it looks. Another minor complaint is that his laser isn't the same red color as his eye. But that's minor, at best. Overall, though,
Because they have to be exactly the same.
there's no reason for them not to be. If put it that way, especially considering the eye exists in the color of the laser. But
Sure there is. The color for the laser has already been predetermined before matching it with the eye. Whatever.
yeah, well, the set
That's a cool laser.
is interesting, but not something I'm gonna pick up. Go for core.
I don't think it's worth the price.
It's not. Well, it is for parts, but you know, like LJ said, if you're gonna make a parts pack, make a parts pack.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna make a human pack, never mind.
It's just not enough there to really constitute the price. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not enough. It's too lacking.
Not enough bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Because how Lego set designers have actually spoke about this set on other forums is that, wow, this set contains the highest number of limb pieces for a set this size ever. And that's the praise.
Well, yeah.
They've also praised the revolutionary idea of making a head with a built-in socket, even though that's been done before on Bin 10 and the Ultra builds. But alas, that seems to be another selling point, which makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Well, you can never really understand people, because the day you can truly understand a human is the day you truly understand a human. Think about that.
Because at the end of the day, you'll never truly understand a human.
Oh my god. Well, yeah, that's XT4.
At the end of the day.
Oh my god. Another interesting thing that I really found quite cool is the futuristic view of Japan made of Lego bricks. That is
I found that
outstanding.
That was really, really cool. I was quite impressed when I first saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was expecting that. It looks really cool. Looks like a Metropolis or something. Like, it's really awesome. So many buildings.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the whole Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.8 million bricks. Wow.
How did they get all the bricks?
I see becoming like this. Japan is the one. Like,
Man, I'm
Japan-
so jealous of these people managing to get all these friggin' bricks.
Yeah, like, where the heck did they get all these bricks from? Did Lego supply? I don't think
Not
so.
Lego,
but-
because it's a Lego sponsored event, so I'd imagine Lego's made all bricks for them.
Yeah. Lego probably did
That's for-
sponsor the event.
Man, Lego, why can't you
That's
just sponsor me and give me all the Bionicle pieces that I always wanted? Jerks.
Yeah.
They don't make them anymore.
They can't sponsor illegal immigrants. man.
Okay.
That's their policy.
This is something I've been wanting to talk about they don't make them anymore.
I guess. Oh,
I know this basically, they probably have like a warehouse surplus of pieces and whatnot. But I just like recently went on the replacement parts service of Lego.com and they're still offering like Bionicle pieces from like years old. And I ordered a few broken Glatorian hands of mine, replacements, and they should arrive any day now. And I'm very interested in seeing if they arrive in, one piece or whatever. And if they do, that raises the question, how do they still have all those parts laying around, even though obviously, they probably definitely have like a huge surplus, but it was claimed a while back that the Bionicle parts were mainly no longer in existence except for the sets that were sent out. If that turns out to be false, that's interesting on a couple levels, but anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, I found that quite cool. Other than that, on the news, I guess the Lord of the Rings game trailer is cool. That game, it's it's just like a normal Lego game, but it's looking to have some promise.
I don't know. I don't really get too excited over Lego games anymore because they're usually kind of rehashed, in my opinion.
Very true.
Like, they usually change some things, but it's usually still the same core of the game. And I don't know.
Like Lego
Once they
Batman.
come out with like open world Middle Earth, then yeah, I'm not really interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I'm confused because I never actually bought Lego Batman 2 or played it. Was that open world like they claimed? Like, how did that work out?
Okay, here's how it worked. It actually was open world, but the thing about it is that you had to really go anywhere. You had to get somewhat near the end where you unlock Superman. Once you unlock Superman, you could like fly all over the place. And it was before you could just like drive around the ground. So it was, I don't know, like it is open world, but it's like it wasn't as fun as I thought it'd be.
Nah.
So you can drive around in this one?
Sorry, what?
You couldn't drive around in this one?
No, you could drive around, but like,
Oh.
I don't know,
Was
it
it
was
just slow
kinda
or
hard.
something?
Yes,
Superman
driving
a
was
lot better
quite
to
slow.
travel.
Yeah, Superman. Well, that flying controls are kind of hard to deal with, but like you could get places a bit farther. And like when it comes to running, once you unlocked Flash, then yeah,
Yeah.
you can go places a lot quicker.
Well,
Let's see.
other than that, like, I guess that pretty much wraps up the news factor, except there actually is some other stuff, but it's not on BZP News. And this is one of the beauties of doing stuff on YouTube. We can talk about news from the other parts of the community, and this is the first time we've ever done this, I believe, bar the occasional
think it is.
reference. So basically, over the last
We did
couple
that for
weeks.
yeah.
Wait, what?
We did it for the breakout review, but that's the other time.
Oh yeah, that is true. Well, here's the deal. Recently, 2 new LEGO themes, their names were like trademarked by LEGO, and it's theorized that they're going to be themes in 2013. And the names of these are The Legend of Chima, not China, but Chima. And upon looking it up, there's like an actual legend about like Chima Indians, which may or may not
But the
be what it-
Legend of Korra.
which may or may not be what that is really based off of. I guess we'll have to see. People are speculating it's Ninjago's replacement. And then there's another theme called Speedors. Yeah. I'm like not really sure, to be quite honest, about the Legend of Chima.
It's an interesting name, at least.
You know what? I'm gonna look up exactly what the legend is.
Yeah, I guess I need to know what it's sort of about to get an idea of how the sets will look, but at the moment I don't know.
I thought it was about the Chimera at first.
Wow, just wow, Kahi.
I mean,
But-
you think about it. Greek-themed Lego sets. It would be kind of nice. Greek or Roman. I don't remember
Percy.
which one.
Percy Jackson and the Olympibricks.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh.
Oh, wow. just wow.
No, the Olymbricians.
No, you're
No.
going too far.
No, yeah.
Alright, so here we go.
Stop talking.
The
Right.
Legend of Chima. La Brie is a small community situated in the southwestern part of Trinidad and lies approximately 55 miles from the port of Spain and is bordered by the Gulf of Paria. La Brie stands about 85 feet above sea level and has a bowl shape. This humble
Okay, come
community-
on.
This humble community is the home of the 8th wonder of the world and the largest of its kind, the Pitch Lake. The history of the lake is filled with legends and myths surrounding its existence. 2 such legends still survive today. The first revolves around Califeria, the daughter of a tribal chief, and the intervention of Pimlantus, the winged Arawak god. The other involves the Chima Indians, another tribe which dwelt in the very spot the lake now occupies. The vengeance of the winged god again featured, this time in connection with the Colibria, or what is known today as the hummingbird.
What the? Alright. Link
And
this.
so
Link
what
this in the chat,
exactly is
please.
going on with this?
We're
Okay, you know what?
discussing-
What's the point?
I don't know. From what I'm hearing, it almost sounds like it could have like a bit of a Bionicle vibe to it, but I'm not sure. It sounds a little weirder.
Yeah.
No, I can see it now. Chima, go!
Oh my god.
Oh, good grief.
Gather again, my friends, for another tale of the legend of Chima.
It could turn out to be not relevant.
It might not even have anything to do with it, but you don't know.
Yeah. That
If it does, Bill, I placed $10 that they're gonna call the place La Brica just because Lego's terrible at puns like that.
Okay, great. I'll take that $10 right now and hold it in reserve. Thank you.
Okay, all right. We will see. Episodes from now, when the Legend of Chima actually gets released, we will see.
yeah.
Release?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
announced? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can now discuss leaked pictures. So next month we'll see. Leaked pictures always come in September.
In the
They do.
middle
It's funny 'cause
of
it's true.
September.
So
In
guys,
the
what if
middle of
Wait.
September, Lego sets are being leaked.
What if it turned out Legend of Chima was actually the return of Bionicle?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It takes place in a whole nother world known as Chima
Chima.
Nui,
Chima News.
named after the great and legendary Chima, wearing the mask of charm.
Wow.
so
He's
what,
a great golden being.
I think you mean the mask of the hummingbird.
Or that. Yep.
So it's like a Kakama, but with a beak.
Yeah.
The mask of speedy flight.
well, what do you guys think about Speedors and Polar X Express?
I
The mask
think
of Seedors.
I think Speedors sounds terrible, and I honestly think that one sounds more like the Ninjago replacement to me so far.
Yeah.
Possible.
If Ninjago is even going to be replaced at all, because I don't know.
Probably will.
Oh really?
They can. Well,
Oh,
here's the
that's
thing. Here's the thing. They confirmed it was ending, so it's gonna end next year. The only thing that has not been decided is whether it's gonna get another wave of sets or not, because the new season of the TV show premiered, and thus far each season has been focused on the wave of sets. This one's like almost entirely filler, not based on any sets at all. They're
Nice.
they're like recycling last year's sets but continuing the story. And it seems like they're gonna end the story with no new sets, which is pretty terrible.
And then reboot it with the new
Well, that's
Ninja series.
Yeah, I know.
Go
That sounds
Ninja.
familiar.
Yep.
Ending a series about any new sets.
Speedor's Factory.
Oh my gosh. No.
Maybe Speedors is gonna be Ninjago,
I feel
It's
like
gonna take place in the
Riders, like
same
Robo Riders
universe.
replacement,
except
you know?
it's gonna be about like ninjas that drive race cars.
Oh,
Or
really?
They already did
Well,
that.
ninjas
They
that are in
already
their
did that.
speedos.
It-
and
it's-
they're, like, they
it-
swim and stuff.
It's funny because, yeah, like LJ said, they've already done that. The latest episode of the show was about a ninja racing competition.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
That was great.
Now, I think it's gonna be about one character, one undermined character in this whole story. If anyone watches the TV show, they'll be familiar with the Mailman.
Yes.
That one brave warrior who rides his bike giving mail to all of the innocent souls of Ninjago. He will rise up and fight the challenge of whatever his name was, and defeat him using his power of news.
Wait, so the mailman is gonna beat Garmadon? Is that what you're telling me?
He's the purple ninja.
Oh my god. So anyway.
Well, we already have the brown ninja. We can't go any lower than that.
Yeah.
Are you saying brown's
Wait.
a bad color, LJ?
No. Okay. You know what? Fine. I'll make this better. The only worst ninja we can get is the pink ninja, and we've already gotten a pink ninja.
Are you saying that that the breast cancer awareness isn't important to you, LJ, and that it shouldn't be a part of Ninjago's sets? Because some people might be offended by that. You know that?
Yeah, that actually hurts
You-
me very deep in the chest. In the chest, man.
Ben has some personal experience with breast cancer, right?
Okay. First of all,
I
no.
had a surgery to make him a
Second
dude.
of
It hurts
all-
me in the feelings and the chest.
Yes. But yeah. Finally. What do you guys think about Polar X Express?
I
That
Train
sounds
line.
really dumb.
understand.
Polar,
I'll be
what?
completely honest. Screw trains. Like I don't see any point in those train sets, and I just generally dislike those train sets that
Well,
they've had.
I feel the
on
need to
whole-
tell you it's not going to be a train theme.
What?
Oh.
What?
Is it gonna
Wait.
be like some kind of space?
No. Here's what it's going to be. There's a reason it's called X Express. It's because they couldn't use the trademark for Polar Express.
No, what
Really,
it
'cause
made
I don't know.
what it made me think.
I thought
Sorry.
Lego was just adding like an extra X on it to sound cool because Lego tends to do stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's actually possible that it may not be two X's. They may do something like E-Express. Like, that's a term they use, EX, from time to
Oh
time.
my gosh.
Regardless, it's going to be about a team of researchers in an Arctic climate fighting enemies to collect certain objects.
Polar bears.
Like every one of their other action themes. It's
A
gonna
bunch
be
of guys go and beat up polar bears. That's their new theme. All right.
Dude,
Okay.
I love
Okay.
this
Wait,
series.
what?
Dude, this sounds like an awesome series. We go to the North Pole and we beat the snot out of polar bears. This is great!
it's gonna
Dude!
They already had that series. What was it, like Lego Arctic Force?
yeah,
Or...
it's gonna be like a reimagining of that, is the current understanding. Except if you've ever seen
I'm just
Atlantis,
waiting.
it's gonna be like Atlantis on ice.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
So it's like a space police.
Possibly, yeah. That
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for Alpha Team and Exo Force. Reboot. I mean, they've got to do that at some point.
All right, what I was thinking this was going to be, because it had two X's, was that Santa upgraded to a high-speed rail, and now he was
My
carting
gosh.
kids to the North Pole at a high speed, faster than the regular Polar Express.
So, a team of researchers, huh?
Yep.
I'm guessing they're researching Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus has become corrupt, and they're trying to research his downfall
wow, just
before he can deliver presents at Christmas.
oh my
I
god.
would buy sets like that. I would put money into that store.
Well, yeah, I guess that about wraps up the news. There's really nothing else to talk about. Though new set pictures will in fact leak next month, and for the first time ever, we're gonna do like a full-on discussion of them all, and it's gonna be great. So, anyway, without further ado, we'll just kind of transition to our next segment, which is one I haven't done in a while. I think this one's gonna be fairly interesting. Everybody's favorite, brought to attention. Let's go!
On.
Alright guys, hello, I'm Misnak, and without further ado, let's take a look at what's going to be brought to attention today. So today, we're going to look at an interesting topic in a LEGO discussion on BZPower.com, and the title of this topic is Why Hero Factory is Way Darker Than It Seems, and it's by Zaylan, Shadowed Spirit of... and I can't read the rest of his name because BZP's cutting it off and I don't feel like clicking it.
Actually, very quickly, if I may interject, that is his full name.
What? Resisting urge to make a comment.
Wait, what's his full name?
Zaylan, Shadowed Spirit of...
Oh my god.
Yeah, BZP didn't
Oh
allow
my
him
God.
to finish it, so yeah, you can't read it because of BZP
Alright,
cutting it off.
Alright.
alright. And he
Right,
basically says,
Please continue.
I'm gonna try not to read this whole post. I'm gonna try to summarize it because if I read this whole post, I'd be rambling for far too long. The basic gist of it is, when Hero Factory was announced, every hardcore Bionicle fan threw up in their mouths a little. Godly colored heroes pre-ordered from a factory to fight the villain of the week? No, thank you. What happened to the dark, multi-dimensional epic sagas of days gone by? The suspense and intrigue. All we have now are flat, boring characters that sound with dialogue that sounds like it comes from a script, which it does, and a Power Rangers style storyline with little to no improvement on the actual sets. And then Ordeal of Fire happened. Not only do we have now this is a broad comment that he says next, a vastly superior building system to Bionicle in every way, shape, or form that is still 100% compatible with Bionicle system and Technic pieces alike. But the story started taking steps in the right direction too. And now we've built up from Power Rangers to the two worlds any Bionicle fan has been fangirl shrieking about. Core Hunter. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? And then he goes through every TV show so far, and he notes that while Rise of the Rookies was childish, it builds a very strong foundation for what's to come, and it introduced the whole thing. And beyond that, this is his first comparison. It introduced Duncan Bulk and his rapid-fire metal sphere shooter. Why is this significant, you may ask? Is a projectile that fires densely packed metal spheres at high velocity and rapid succession sound familiar to you? Did Bionicle have machine guns? The answer to those questions should be yes and no, respectively. And then he goes into Ordeal of Fire, where he's like, here's where he gets good. We've got a gang of drug addicts who are heavily armed and hopped up on Hero Pod fuel that brutally smashes Alpha 1, as well as a blood reference. Did Bionicle have their characters leak oil when injured? I don't think so. And any police officer can tell you that if a gangster is on the right stuff, they can get scary, especially if they're toting giant uranium-tipped drills. But the real gem in this saga is when Mark Surge, flying into the cinematic battle, takes a cargo ship and flies it at full speed into a dude's face, smashing him so hard his entire body is ripped from its limb, leaving a mangled and sparking hand still firmly plugged into the wall. Hero Factory isn't dark enough, my left foot. But wait, it gets better. And then with Savage Planet, he talks about how Witch Doctor, mind controls all the animals against their will. And then how Raka gets brutally mauled by wolves at the beginning. That's a pretty weak example right there. And then he finally goes on the note Breakout. And he's like, this one's a doozy. We've got a homicidal psychopath create a black hole in the middle of Hero Factory, releasing swarms of criminal scum across the universe to wreak untold havoc, while the psychopath himself locks down the galaxy's greatest beacon of justice, stealing their files, and tries to blow the whole place up while it's full of civilians. A schizophrenic murderer tried to slam a giant space rock into a space station also full of civilians, who ends up being impaled by a lightning sword and short-circuiting. Next up, we have a dude who shoots corrosive acid at you, attempt to unleash swarms of poisonous minions in the world, whose favorite tactic, as stated by his online bio, is to create a small incision with a laser and pump you full of acid so you melt. Then we have Jawblade,
Pump you full of acid.
a massive shark who not only takes a bite out of Furno and balls him Fang's style, but who also uses the Oxidium to rust the robots. And then Voltix pumps Stringer full of lightning, but instead of impaling him, he overloads his hero core, so that's basically like having a defibrillator hooked up to a nuclear power plant used on you when your heart's working just fine. The books give us the Doom Box, aka the claustrophobic's worst nightmare. And finally, Core Hunter, a serial killer who doesn't just kill you, but takes a giant pincer and rips your very heart and soul out of your body and wears it as a trophy. Good night. Good luck sleeping at night, kiddos. And that's his post. And then this sparked a page-long discussion about how, while some of his points are valid, some are grasping at straws and trying to make comparisons when they're not there. And then, as always, it devolves into a Hero Factory versus Bionicle argument, ironically only because he said this is starting to turn into a Hero Factory versus Bionicle argument when it wasn't. And then that sparked it to happen. What are your guys' thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, and Dora the Explorer is a schizophrenic little girl that has a thing for monkeys.
Okay, this guy annoys me, like, a lot. Because the only reason this devolved into any sort of argument is because it seems like he purposefully went to antagonize BZPower members with this.
Yeah.
He even said he like really went out of his way to try and find these things that he purposefully blew out of proportion. If I can find the exact quote here, he was really annoying. Let's see here. It honestly took me quite a while to find all the examples in the original post, and I blew them way out of proportion.
Yeah.
That's kind of a... I can't say that due to the BZPower word filter.
Yeah.
But LJ.
Don't worry, we're using Rebrick. It's fine.
Okay. Jerk move.
Yeah.
That was... seriously, there was no need for this. And then he goes on to start saying that, why did I post it here on BZP if I think it's one of the more mature communities? No, because it not only is it the largest Bionicle site on the web, meaning some of those people will actually see this, but because I was hoping nobody misspelled here, would allow it to devolve into a flame war of Bionicle versus H, which it has. Next time I'll post it elsewhere. That seemed like it was antagonistic and was meant to start an argument. That's kind of annoying. Not to mention, he purposefully blew things out of proportion.
Yeah.
And then finally, they're all robots. They don't feel pain. And the grunts and the when they get hit or something, that in itself is an exaggeration, in my personal opinion. I think it's fine that it's there because it gives a little bit more of a sense of, oh, they've been hit. That's fine. But they don't feel pain. They're robots. So
Well, I don't think the and oofs are really because of pain. It's just because they've been hit.
Dang, I got hit.
Yeah, it's like oof, like maybe he's like about to utter some words. Oof, he's been like knocked down. I mean, it's just you just make noises when you get like pushed down, and so it's not really anything to do with pain itself. So yeah, that is kind of blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
But robots are feeling too, guys. Like they can feel and like feel pain and joy and love and anger and never mind.
Yeah, Kai, what
I'm
are
not
your
sure
thoughts?
what this is.
What are your thoughts on this topic?
Okay, well, I sort of disagree with LJ on the note that I do believe that some of the things he says do have some validity to them, especially Core Hunter. I've said before in here and through the Hero Factory Breakout Let's Play, which all of you should totally check out, that the Core Hunter really has a lot of fringe horror going for him, and that like they've gone to stress in all the movies that the hero core is basically their heart, and like if you don't have a hero core, you're basically nothing. It's like it's what everyone functions on, and to have someone basically rip that out and hang it as a trophy, that's pretty sadistic.
no,
Some other stuff is
I
kind
agree. Some things are legitimate, like Fire Lord's hand, and then the Hero Core. I agree with that. Those are dark, sure, but the things where like Raka gets mauled by dogs, and then Inferno gets hit by this rusting agent and gets bit by a shark. Not only did I applaud Lego for the fact that he didn't even cry out in pain because he didn't feel any.
Yeah.
So that is a horrible exaggeration. We never saw like anyone pump acid in anyone or anything like that.
I'm surprised that he mentioned that with Toxic Reaper and not the fact that Evo casually proposed genocide against his
I was going to
species.
say that.
Yeah.
In Hero Factory Breakout, they come across Toxic Reaper's series, and he's like, they find a cocoon with Toxic Reaper's, with like basically kids that are growing up, and they're all still in this cocoon. And who is it? Evo says, you know what? Hey, I think this is a cocoon of Toxic Reaper species. Let's destroy it. Like, let's kill all of them before they've done anything wrong. And Verno's like, no, wait, you can't do that. They might actually release him. So the only reason they didn't commit genocide is because it would create more problems for him.
Yeah. Another thing,
they're gonna kill all these kids.
Yeah, another thing that annoys me is this line that he said. And now we've built up from Power Rangers to the two words any Bionicle fan has been fangirl shrieking about: Core Hunter. What?
Yeah.
What kind of self-respecting Bionicle fan would be fangirl shrieking about Core Hunter?
Yeah. The reactions to him
That's-
have not been that.
But
interesting.
LJ, that's such a great set, yo.
No, I think it's a great set, great character, great villain. I like it a lot. But the way he makes Bionicle fans seem is so insulting. It's like the first few sentences from a Tent Fantoka comic.
Wow.
It's just it's just
We need to do that. We need to review that at some point. But yes.
I agree. But the thing that bugs me about that line is that it's like I'm a member of quite a lot of communities, and even if I'm not an active member, I still follow most Hero Factory communities. No one's been like shrieking about Core Hunter for the set or the character. They've been, and in anticipation, no one's been ridiculously happy. Bionicle fan or no, they've just been like, "Oh, cool, Hero Factory's trying to do something mature."
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's go laugh
Well,
at Voltix. No, I'm kidding.
I don't know if you can really call it mature, I guess, because a lot of stuff is fringe horror. And, like, you know, the thing about fringe horror is that it's supposed to be, like, after you watch a movie and you go home and you're getting a sandwich or something from your fridge, and as you're standing there, you realize something about the movie, and you're like, wow, that's actually really horrible. And that's sort of the thing with, like, Core Hunter. They never actually state that on the show, but once you go out and you start thinking about it, then you're like, oh, that's actually quite sadistic and evil. But I have to say, the part with he uses machine guns in Bionicle, or not being in Bionicle, which, I don't know, Kodak blasters seem to cut pretty close for me.
no. Kodak blasters are a grenade launcher or a rocket launcher at best. Actually, if anything, if you're looking for a clean-cut gun, and I know my guns, you're looking for Zamor launchers.
And/or Might X Sky Blasters.
Yes, and
And-
definitely my axe.
And/or
Yeah.
Sky
Rotuka
blasters maybe, but
spinners.
like, the Kodak seems to, they felt more like bullets. Well, I guess they exploded more in the actual story, but when I was playing with the set, yeah, it was a bullet.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Kodak blasters are like a minigun. Personally.
No, I think the most significant was the Rotuka spinners, man.
Yes.
Those things
Yo.
were like slicing and dicing all over the place.
Get out.
Freaking shurikens, man, that you
Get
launch
out.
off your back.
the Kanoka discs.
Get out.
Yeah, the Kanoker discs. I mean,
No.
Kanoker.
Kanoka flinging the torn in 2003.
Yes.
Yeah, no, honestly, this guy just seems to be coming off as very cocky, very arrogant. And then he later on, after Black 6 comes in here and says, if you keep up the attitude, this topic's gonna get closed. He, like, makes up this huge, unnecessarily long post in order to make it. It's like he was sucking up and making it very unnecessary. It was unneeded at all. Just,
Yeah.
like, calm down. That's all you needed to do, pal.
Yeah.
Not waste your time antagonizing BZPower members.
Hero Factory is dark.
No. But in that respect, is Hero Factory dark?
No.
No.
I don't
It-
think so.
It can be. They haven't really like gotten to the point where it could be considered dark personally, but I can see like they could go dark and have like effectively work for the story, but it's not.
I think that this is
Yeah.
actually a perfect moment to say this, and I've been waiting for a chance to point this quote out. Someone was having a discussion about, like, how is Bionicle not violent? And, you know, Bionicle got really gritty near the end, and then mainly before the end, and, like, someone says, like, Bionicle is violent. That's my whole point. This guy was posting this, and he was like, the original poster compared the two, and I pointed out how while Hero Factory might have a speck of grittiness, it still has not reached what I would consider Bionicle level. I don't know why people get so upset over that mere disagreement. And then someone responds and makes a good point. Bionicle didn't reach Bionicle level grittiness for a long time, though. And Hero Factory's been going for, let's see, we're just now at the 2-year mark.
It's only been 2 years. It seems so much longer than that.
Yeah.
Seems like it's been 3
Because
years.
there's been so many
Because
sets.
Because it started in the summer of 2010.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, good point. Yeah, yeah, I think that same person also mentioned that, like, someone mentioned that you won't find any darkness within 2001, 2003 of Bionicle.
Uh-huh.
Haha, he obviously didn't pay much attention.
I posted right after that and said 2001 had Liwa getting infected and fighting, and the whole concept of the infected mask seemed kind of dark to some, I'm sure. Kopaka getting crushed by Pohatu's boulders. Liwa almost drowning as he's being attacked by plants while trying to get a Kahi mask. And then the Toa like getting brutally beaten.
Yeah.
And then 2002 had Liwa getting enslaved by the Krana, all of Lekoro getting enslaved by the Krana, Tahu getting enslaved by a Krana for a millisecond, I guess. Villages being destroyed, Lekoro being destroyed, Matoran homes being destroyed, the acid from the Levak.
Yeah.
You know,
And then-
I have to say at this point, it sounds like you're doing what you complained about the original poster doing.
No.
Like,
Yeah,
stuff there is kind of-
I went on to say that in my post.
Yeah.
That even those are exaggerations. Until I hit 2003.
Yeah.
Jala's very blatant death. Makuta's fake death. Getting hit by that protodermis ball. The
Yeah.
Rockshi's demise.
Bionicle had a lot of
Um,
death. Hero Factory. A character has not died once.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on 2004.
And then, well, hang on, no, and then the Borak Kal's deaths. The multiple times that Nuvok Kal almost crushed people with his powers, which he almost did. Tahu Nuva, he sent a bunch of Borak in orbit. And then this one was a little bit of exaggeration. These two, the Toa getting their power sucked away and being made seem hopeless, and then Tahu getting infected by infected by the Rakshi and getting mad at Galley and company. And them having a fight.
Yeah.
You're being infected
But-
by Galley.
Well,
But
I
here's the
think,
thing.
Yeah.
There were a lot of dark moments in Bionicle between 2001 and 2003. So the statement that there was no darkness within Bionicle in those first 3 years is a complete fabrication.
I think that, like, when it comes to things like, you know, darkness and grittiness, you can't actually have a set tone and stuff without having necessary actions inside it. Like, grittiness is sort of a mood that you can set, and you don't really need to have anything there be really gritty or really, you know, really dark. You have like specific actions you can put out, but you can't have the entire field be dark and the entire field be gritty. Like a very dark movie that I saw was, of course, you know, The Dark Knight, and due to like the performance by some of the actors, and it had some very violent scenes, but I've seen movies that were more violent, but they didn't feel as dark. They didn't feel as, you know, gritty as The Dark Knight did. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like it's a sort of, it's a mood as opposed to like a combination of actions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the actions, I mean, he says a whole bunch of stuff, like Firelord losing his hand and all, but, you know, when you see it, it's actually not that dark compared to as how he tries to portray it, and plus they're robots anyways. So that's what I think, sort of.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, basically that ends brought to attention. I think this was a good discussion. Some good points were made, and whatnot. Would you guys agree?
I would agree.
Well, alrighty. Then in that case, we'll now move on to our final segment. LJ, you're good to go.
Copy that, one-niner. Hello and welcome to the Comic Maker Spotlight. So, I really wanted to review this series for a while now, and it's not because it was made by one of the hosts here. It's because this series is, without a doubt, the most underrated, underviewed series of the entire comic form. Possibly of comic maker history. BZPower comic maker history. I don't know.
Oh, great! Now you're doing exaggerations. Oh my God!
Well,
Yeah, LJ.
I'll ask you this: what comic series do you know that has gotten less publicity than this one?
Many others that have died back in 2003.
Name
No,
All my
um,
other comic series.
Nah, but anyway.
I can't remember
I'm
the
just
name. It's
kidding.
that one guy who's like he's a senior in college now, and he still makes comics.
Anyway.
Akano.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh yeah.
He's actually been doing comics for the upgrade, the update. You know,
Yeah, but he still has a little following.
still. Anyway, so we're gonna make this very quick here, but here we go. This comic series is called One Nation Under the Great Spirit by Tenebrae Invictus. Little
Wait.
bit of a
I hate that guy. I'm just
Yeah, I know. Anyway, quick update on Tenebrae Invictus. Well, BZPower, at the time of this recording, his avatar is displayed by a marathon character, I do believe.
Nope, totally wrong. It's Marathon.
Okay, good. So, anyway, he joined approximately 8 years ago. Wait, 7 years.
I'm
7 or 8
approaching
years ago.
8 next month.
8 years ago next month. Is a premier outstanding BZPower citizen, and in that time of joining has gained 6,884 posts. So let's get started. We're gonna go with the latest 2 comics, which would be comic number 5 and comic number 6.
Yeah, Envy. Yeah, comic number 5 and comic number 6.
Now, let's start off with
Yeah.
graphics. Real quick here.
Ooh.
The graphics, this is a unique series because it has that it's not horribly it's not horribly really old school, but it has that look that it could be old school. But it's very appeasing to the eyes, in my opinion. And this series, it's supposed to be in a city similar to Metru Nui, but it isn't. And
No, wait, what?
the series, it takes place in a city that looks similar to Metru Nui, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it isn't. And the walls look really very well textured, in my opinion. Well, what do you guys think? Well, what do you think, Kahi, Venom?
I'll let Ben go first.
Yeah, Envy. Yeah.
That,
Okay. Can
Alright.
I go now?
Alright.
That was
Yeah,
kind of
go.
That's okay. All right.
Yeah, Envy.
Be quiet.
The texture is actually quite well handled. In terms of both perspective, where you can see several panels to show a different view of the street, different view of buildings. This would be quite well done. I'm not sure what else to say here. They're well done. That's the background kind of gets blurry at some points, but I think that's more of a artistic and film sort of. How do I say it?
Style.
Lens blur. Yeah, film style, like a perspective focusing sort of thing. I'm not thinking well today. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
no,
much.
never mind, don't worry. But yeah, it's just very well done. There are some parts in this comic, at least comic number 5, where the blurriness kind of seems awkward. Because some of the characters are not blurred, and then the backgrounds are blurred. It just kind of seems a little bit awkward to me. But yeah,
Okay. In my defense, the blurs at some points, some characters are blurred to focus on the others, but yeah, pretty much.
mhm.
You agree?
I'm not sure what else. The Dude, go ahead.
Comic number 6. Comic number 6 is actually one of my favorites. And at the time of this recording, it's most recently released. The backgrounds here, I think, are really cool. because I really like the way Envy made an archway. Because I've never seen that done in a comic series before. I think once I've seen it, very, very briefly once, but I really like how they're done here.
I've done it before, but yes, yes.
No, like an archway that goes into another room.
What's the password?
It's Makoki. Now hurry it up.
So yeah, honestly, it looks really good. It has its own kind of unique style to it. This is one of the rare series that use rag. So.
Rag 2.5.
Mm-hmm. Now, story-wise, this is a story of the resistance, basically a resistance that is being formed after what Makuta is pressuring the city, or the Traga is doing it.
The Taraga.
Makuta.
Okay.
No Makuta.
Yeah. And the resistance is being formed to fight against them, and you get such familiar faces in this, such as Tenebrae Invictus, LJ Tol Mangosteen, Vardaran, Mach, etc., etc.
And me.
Messinek.
Yes.
And Mesa, yeah.
Everybody except me, basically.
No Venom.
Yep. So yeah, all in all, this is a really good series. It's horribly undermined, and that drives me nuts because it's really unique in its artistic style.
Mind? What?
Well,
Fine,
Jay.
ignored.
Well, Jay, when
Wow,
you don't make a comic for 8 months, that happens. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well,
It gets undermined.
not for Dark 709. Oh wait.
Not undermined. It's very underrated. Doesn't receive the attention that it deserves, but the attention that it needs. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my.
Wow. Wow.
Like you said, it has a very unique style, and oh my gosh, I'm just so glad that it doesn't use Chimaru because that is so overused.
I would
Ah.
never.
What do you
Yeah.
mean overused, man? It's not overused at all.
Be
Says
quiet.
the guy using Chimaru.
It's not overused if you know how to use it, like you do, Kahi. You do a fair job using it.
Thank you.
Right.
No, Kahi
yeah.
started using it before it became cool. He's a hipster when it comes to Chimaru, but anyway,
No, I made it
Yeah,
cool.
Then
I'm not
here
a
am
hipster.
I.
shut up.
Innovator.
Then
Shut
here
up.
I am using rag. Anyway.
And
yeah.
2.0.
no, I wasn't finished talking. I really appreciate the look of the backgrounds. How you basically you make all of these yourself, and it's very consistent. And I adore that, Envy. I adore
Aww.
it. Will you be my Valentine? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay then.
Okay, you know this. No, this is.
Shut up! I'm still not done. Anyway,
No,
the
this
content
podcast
is
is
also
supposed
very
to-
cool. I really like how it's plot based and you have a really nice story going on here. And the dialogue, very well done.
Yeah, I thought the text was.
That's all I have to say.
So anyway, but yeah.
No, it is
So-
not done. No.
Oh my. Yeah. Anyone else has anything to say?
Yes. Well, I like that you use different fonts for different characters. I really like that sort of aspect to it. But I think the only thing I have to say is that the blue and red Retorns thing is kind of hard to read. Everyone else is
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Jolly's text, it was worse. It was like a little lighter, so that was
Yeah.
making it even harder. So I tried to make it a little darker, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
But yeah, everything else is well done. The Niju Metru person look-alike and the Vakis, very well done.
Yep. This
Yeah.
is the type of comic series that BZPower needs, but
Oh,
not
good
what
grief.
it deserves.
Oh good God, are you
I
serious?
understand
Zen
that.
deserves it.
I understand that. BZPower doesn't deserve a good comic series like this. It could use it, but it doesn't deserve it. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it took me that long. I finally understand the Dark Knight now. Oh my gosh. After all this time,
Anyway,
now my next goal is to understand Inception.
as my later, last note here, this is a Northwestern Isles continuity comic series, which the Northwestern Isles
Hate those
continuity.
kinds.
It's like the second or third BZPower continuity, and it's cooler than the NWI. The US the USC or UCS and the NGC and everyone else out there.
Did you just say
This
that
opinion is
NWI
You didn't even mention the ICC.
this opinion is of course quite not biased at all, and
No, it's
Subjectively.
completely.
LJ, I have two questions. One, did you just say the NWI is better than the NWI?
I
No,
probably
North-
did. Okay, fine.
You said the
I'm
Northwestern Iowa's continuity is better than the NWI.
okay, fine. And the NWI is cooler than the ICC, the NGC, the USC, or whatever it is.
and the BZP.
Anyway. Okay.
It would be cool if
basic-
it had more than 2 members.
In the TTV.
Correction.
Anyway, getting
And-
to the
because
point though. Yeah, the NWI is a continuity me and Envy are in, and I actually run it, and it is horribly underappreciated on the forums.
And if
Because
I
no one
actually make
likes
comics, I would
continuities in it.
probably be in it.
Yes. All right, but yeah.
Also-
Anyway,
I actually have a second question. Since well, this actually does have to do with Envy's comic. Where does this take place in your continuity?
the timeline wise or location?
Timeline lies both actually.
Timeline wise, it takes place quite a few years before mine takes place. Like the Lazy Life takes place like
Oh my gosh, you need a timeline, dude.
Between
no.
LJ
We
becoming a lazy life of a comic maker.
basically it takes place like 30 some years or more.
So while Mercedes is, how does it take place in relation to the Mercedes Chronicles?
McKinnis Chronicles
I'm
takes
kidding.
place about 25 years before McKinnis's series.
Okay.
And then what about LJ the Becoming? Nah, that's
And
not.
it actually takes place a few months before LJ the Becoming. I mean after LJ the Becoming.
Whoa, paradox.
LJ's
Wait,
a
okay.
So what? He's a
How
mature.
about how about location wise?
We're done here.
That
No.
looks-
I do want to know
Okay.
this.
Okay, so One Nation Under the Great Spirit takes place on an island I made up called Korea's Nui, and the main place is Metro City, which is like a giant combination of all these different metros in the center of the island.
Okay, so where does this fit into the continuity though?
We're working
just
out a
answered.
world map. Anyway,
Yeah, I figured.
Anyway, so that's Tenebrae Invictus's comics, One Nation Under the Great Spirit. Put a link in the description. Go check it out, please. It is amazing. So,
No,
And
it's
you can
not.
guest star in it too.
all right.
Yeah.
So very quickly wrapping things up here, I'm going to quickly go over two things. One, a little bit ago, we did an episode where we reviewed Saran's comic series, and you probably might remember that Saran's Comic Emporium. We had a comment from a guy called Unsorrowful, who posted in the comments. Little does anyone know, Unsorrowful is actually Saran. And he literally posted on our video praising his series under the guise that he was not Saran.
It's kind of obvious too. If you ever click any of his comics, his Brickshelf username is actually Unsorrowful. So
Yeah, so, yeah, Saran, if you're listening to this, that
You're an
was a
interesting
dumb
person.
move.
Nice
you
try.
should go check out Live Where the Lawsuits. I hear that Kahi guy has some
No,
really
man,
great
you
stuff.
should-
But
Man,
like,
you
dude,
should,
Crazy Life of a Comic Maker, that's some awesome stuff, and he has a lot of cool previews.
Nah, man, it's all
One
about
Nation Under the Great Spirit was pretty cool, and it was
No,
just featured.
it's all about V3. I mean, come on, it's coming to an end really soon.
SO
you know, and
Comics 1.1.
thank God, we're all waiting for it to come to an end, not sooner.
no, by all you mean just you because you're in such jealousy of how great it is.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's all. Anyway, very quickly wrapping this up. How to be a Bionicle journalist. It's a Bionicle comic topic that I'm going to go in depth into next episode. But for now, it's basically made by a guy called Tent163 Fantoka.
Oh God,
This
that's
guy's
gonna
not-
be an interesting conversation.
He's not the brightest light stone in Onokoro, but
Oh my God.
He thinks he is.
he thinks he is a lot. Basically, he posted this topic on August 11th, and the introduction was a bunch of text in panels. And if anyone doesn't mind, may I read this?
If you're
Go
gonna do
for
it,
it.
if you're gonna do it in another episode, like you just said, no.
Well, yeah, we're gonna do this in another episode.
If you're gonna
But,
do it, if you're gonna do
To
it
make
now,
it very short. No, that's as long as you get it out. Sorry. Let me talk over
Long
you.
story short, it's pretty controversial, and we'll have to talk about it another time.
It's
I
insulting.
think it's spawned one of the biggest, not the biggest flame war ever, but one of the biggest in recent memory. Not necessarily a flame war, but quite a large debate.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll talk about it next episode. Just want to keep you guys informed of that. But yeah, go check out One Spirit, One Nation Under the Great Spirit, and make sure you know that Superman is not right. And Scott Baker Spotlight.
Yeah! Woo! Yeah!
Yeah! Wow!
clap,
Yeah!
clap.
Yeah!
You guys got jokes, huh?
If only I had that monkey doll right now, that would make a really odd monkey sound.
Aw, Mange collects dolls.
No, it's not mine. It just so happens to be in this house.
That's what they all say.
I like
I
how
would-
he said that.
Would not my way.
No.
Because
Like
it's
he's
not
like-
mine. It's just here, in this house.
Should I come out like
And
a
if
brony?
only I had it
Should
right
I?
now to make it trigger the sound.
That's what they all say before they come out of the closet.
Yeah, you did that a while ago, didn't you, Kahi? Don't you have like the whole?
Kahi has a walk-in closet.
Anyway.
Okay, well, thank you all for listening to this exciting episode of TTV Birthday Edition. I may just call this. I may just cop out and call this TTV episode like whatever Birthday Edition.
39.
39.
At least you got it right at the beginning.
Yep. But yeah, thank you for listening. Your viewership is greatly appreciated as always, and participation counts. Be sure to like, comment, rate, and subscribe for our happiness. And you know, it means a lot. It means so much. Anyway, thank you for viewing. My name is Masanak.
I'm Venom.
I'm LJ.
I'm Kahi.
I'm Venom.
And I'm Tenebrain Victus.
And this was TTV episode 69. Thank you for listening. Wait, not 69.
69.
Majorly. Anyway, 39, right?
Best episode ever.
Full, but yeah.
I'm not affiliated with the Tenebrain Victus in the comic spotlight.
Yeah, 39. Thank you for listening and goodbye.